Welcome back to another episode of the Degenerates Sports Show, podcast, whatever you want to call it. Because to this day, we still don't know. But today, I want to call you Mark because that's your actual name. But I'm so used to calling you Wes. And
it's all good.
Yeah. But we have, it could have been a lot more lengthy, but I just cut things out of everything. But one thing, we're not going to talk about soccer because Wes, I'm guessing you don't know that much.
I know that they're extremely overpaid, it feels like, but...
You looked at the first thing, you're like, they are extremely over... Well, they are the most watched sport in the world.
Yeah, I get it. It's just not an American thing, but I get it.
Well, it's becoming an American thing, especially if the U.S. gets Lionel Messi. But talking about Lionel Messi, man is getting paid. His 4-year contract is up in June, and he will have gotten paid €555 million. Which is $673 million US.
Yeah.
By the way,
the euro is strong right now.
Yeah. By the way, it's an estimated 300 million euros that he brings to Barcelona every year.
But no, don't get me wrong. They make money off of him and his brand and everything. They're good.
No, I saw that. I'm like, that's crazy. Like how much money he's getting paid, and I don't think that's from. I don't know if that's from endorsements. Too.
I honestly don't know on that one.
So I had to bring that up because it's within sports, and I think in the next few years that's gonna be a topic because I feel like soccer's gonna be bigger in the U.S.
Soccer's definitely becoming bigger. It's definitely rolled out in the cities and everything. It's not where we're from.
Yeah.
There's only one school that has soccer.
Yeah. Well, down in Florida there's a lot more.
Well, right, but where we actually grew up at.
Yeah, Indiana, countryside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, who knows? Time will tell.
And that's soccer talk.
Soccer talk. That's about it. We got more from soccer than we have from the MLB. that tells you anything. And, okay, NBA. Did you watch the game with Damian Lillard?
I did not watch the game. I have seen the replay probably about 20 times. He's clutch.
Damian Lillard.
He's
Holy
everything Paul
crap.
George isn't.
The pitch. Okay, you have to pitch these two players. He's the opposing team. Look at him. He's everything that you aren't. That's how good he is. Nah, he had like a pretty good night, but those last 10 seconds, he just outshined.
He's mad.
What?
Luka was upset.
About what?
I don't know. I saw a bunch of reactions of Luka, I guess, being upset. I mean,
no,
I don't know.
He was upset about one play because he should have gotten a foul. He was hit in the back of the head.
It's the NBA.
Then there was another. I don't think he was upset. I think he was more like upset at himself that he missed like a clutch shot the other night to win the game. But it was a deep.
Don't be a Paul George.
But it was a deep three. And everybody's gonna miss a shot every now and then, especially when you
look at Michael
plus
Jordan.
you got a double team. No, but by the way, you know what? Let's not talk about the Boston versus Lakers, referees. That was ugly.
Yeah.
Talking about home court.
There's always a saying though, and I've heard this for years. If you ever want a job that you can't be fired from, become a ref or a weatherman, because you can be wrong no matter what, and they keep their job.
No, I don't know. I'm guessing you didn't watch the full thing because it didn't show it. It was bad.
I saw the highlights and all the bad calls that I saw. I mean,
By
LeBron
the way, I saw the highlights.
Fouled and nobody being touched. I mean, you can't call the foul on the guy. Come on.
Wait, was that the play? I don't know if that was that or Atlanta, but LeBron set a charge in the middle, outside of the restricted zone. He came to the left of him, and they called it a foul on him.
Yeah,
and everyone was like, "What?"
Yeah, LeBron looked up at the center thing. He's like, "What I do?"
Yeah,
because I mean, even players know when they just get them on the wrist or something, and it just clips them, and they're like, that's a dumb call, but okay, at least I touched them, right?
Yeah.
This one was I didn't touch him, man.
If anything, he hit him. That should have been an offensive, like. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, talk about a team that you like. Utah Jazz.
I do like the Jazz.
They can be argued as the best team in the NBA. Or not, I'm gonna bet one of the best.
Okay, yeah, I'm still gonna go with they're not the best team in the league. I still love the Jazz. I'm a big underdog person. They're just not getting talked about.
Yeah.
So yeah, Rudy Gobert could be more talked about.
Gobert.
Gobert, whatever. I don't give a crap. The guy that makes millions of dollars playing basketball.
Wait, is he like one of the most high-paid centers in the league?
I don't know if he is or not.
He might
But
be.
I mean, he could make more if he was in a bigger market, not through the NBA salary cap. I don't think. He would make a lot more through branding and stuff.
I don't think. I was thinking about like he would be talked about a lot more if he was in a bigger market.
Yeah, I mean that's everywhere. It's like Lakers to Cleveland. I mean, the only reason Cleveland was ever on the news was because of LeBron.
And now,
if we don't have, look, Kevin Love's still there. Has anybody heard about the Cleveland Cavaliers? Does anybody know their record?
Well, Kevin Love hasn't been playing. Injured.
It doesn't matter. Even when he is playing, nobody cares about him. Nobody wants to. They need some real star power in there. Their owner sucks.
They're trying to get Colin Sexton to be that star power, but it's not.
I still don't think that's a big enough name.
No. And I think it'll take a lot of branding to get him there. By the way,
How about winning? I like to watch people that win. If we can get some wins, then we can talk.
Yeah. By the way, Utah Jazz did lose on a 10-game winning streak, by the way, to the Denver Nuggets, which, by the way, should not be taken to heart because they lost to a absolute beast of Jokic.
Yeah, he's an absolute great player.
47 points would have been more if they played him longer.
And I want to point something out here. Guys, this is just the season. I mean, these guys are not going hard every day, all day in these games. I mean, you've seen teams switch up starting lineups. You've seen they don't even have the rotations down. The amount of different rotations I've seen from multiple teams now. Don't get me wrong, I understand it when you're up a lot versus a team to let some of the other players get some minutes and stuff like that, but it's just not set in stone yet.
Well, I feel like, a lot of like the more top tier teams have their like rotation down to a certain point, and they're still trying stuff out just to see if something works better, if they get a different dynamic.
Right, those teams that got chemistry already.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the Nets.
Oh, we'll talk about that. Hey, we are talking about that later. Not yet, because I love that one.
I mean, mic drop right there. That's all you said.
Okay, we'll talk about free agents real quick.
Yeah, sure.
So there's this man from, I don't know if you've ever heard of him. He came from the Pacers. His name is Victor Oladipo. Okay? He came from Victor Oladipo. Well, he came from the Pacers.
Yep.
Got signed within the Harden deal to go to the Rockets. And he may have been the best pickup this offseason. Or this free agency.
And I like Victor Oladipo. And I think why it was going to be a great... I don't think he's a blockbuster. I think he's an all-star. I don't think he's a blockbuster. But when it comes down to that, he's a great team player.
Well,
and I think wherever he goes is going to be a great addition no matter what, because he's not somebody that has to touch the ball 100 times a game or like a Harden or a Westbrook or somebody like that. He's going to come in and he's going to pass the ball. He's going to play defense. He plays defense sometimes.
By the way, he came in. He's won 2 games for the Rockets already, single-handedly.
Yeah,
like he's been the only reason I watched the Rockets, because you see him. I don't know why he just has like a little little spice to his game.
I like Victor Oladipo. I do not like Indiana players, and not Indiana players in general. Like Indiana, the school. I'm just never been a big fan. We were raised Purdue fans, but I mean, I love the guy. I mean, I think he's a great addition to any team. I think Indiana was probably dumb for letting him go. But they were going to have to pay him, and I mean, we know the last guy they paid, he didn't pan out worth a dang.
Yeah. Maybe they were just scared to pay him.
Yeah,
But
and you got to remember, Indiana's a smaller market.
yeah. Somebody tells me he is one of those players that he could have been paid, and I think it would have paid off.
For
So
sure.
you pick and choose. You pick and choose your battles. I think this is a battle that they didn't take, and they failed. And
yeah, but we also don't know, what the long term of that. I haven't looked at the salary cap for the Indiana Pacers and everything, and being able to see who they can pick up and what draft picks they got. Who are they eyeing to pick up and make a better roster?
I don't even know who they got for Oladipo.
I don't even know who's coming up in this draft.
Not gonna lie, me either. Especially yeah. Okay. Free throws. Where do you stand at on the free throw line?
Usually in the center. Dwight Howard does a little different. But hey,
have you seen the photos?
I can't knock it. As long as you're making free throws, I don't care.
I found it funny, so I had to put it in there.
Somebody's gonna want to try to fix that for him real fast, though. I guarantee there's a shooting coach somewhere or a coach in general going insane.
Well, I'm actually they're just annoyed, but I feel like if it's working for him, I say let him do his thing. Well,
people don't understand. Dwight Howard's been in the league now for quite a while.
Yeah. By the way,
you know what? If he's finally fixing his free throws, let the man do it.
Well, there's a player, in the summer league, basically like not the summer league, the preseason, that he was getting his minutes. But it was weird because he takes 2 steps to the left. He shoots at the corner of the free throw line, but he makes it like 95%.
Hey, I don't know what the stat is, but
I don't know.
Good for Dwight Howard.
Okay. By the way, your favorite 2 teams?
There's really only one answer to this. Westbrook, again, absolute ball dominant. Again, when he has the ball, he's great.
Well, I think
except
he's
for when he
changing
shoots from past 20 feet.
Well, he hit that 3-pointer.
No, I'm not saying he doesn't hit a couple threes every now and then, but his percentage is horrible.
Yeah. By the way,
but the only reason they lose this game is because Nets don't know how to play defense.
Well, the Nets are giving up an average of 130 points,
which is insane.
That is not. I think that might be an NBA record.
Their goal, I feel like, is to outscore every team, and that's not going to work. I mean, they're going to have to play defense eventually.
Yeah, that's not going to work against like a team that's hot. Like,
it's not going to work up against anybody that has somebody that's like Russell Westbrook.
Like literally two players that'll get in the paint or behind the line.
I don't think they can be Golden State as long as Steph plays.
I don't think so. I don't think that they could beat the Kings if De'Aaron Fox plays like he did last night.
Kings got some great players.
De'Aaron Fox is a beast.
Kings are on the up and coming.
Oh, actually, talk about the Nets vs Wizards game. So that was a 10 seconds left in the game, 5-point advantage for the Nets. Okay, and for this statistically, the last 24,301 games. The team that was up in those last 10 seconds have won. And only 9 of them have been the team that was down as won. Okay? 2 of those 9 wins came from this past week. The Portland game, where Damian Lillard went clutch. Then the Wizards game, which is absurd.
Yeah.
Bradley Beal hits his three because he was just hot-handed. He wasn't missing that.
Bradley Beal's wanted by a couple of teams. I've been hearing that the Pelicans are going all in to get him.
They're not. Apparently, he said that he's happy about that. Plus, Westbrook said that he's finally healthy again.
Yeah, that's what they all say mid-season.
Well, Westbrook's also happy.
Oh, you're traded? Okay.
No, you can see like the smile though now that Westbrook is happy because he went from usually he shoots 25% from the paint. Now, well, no, he shoots 50% from the paint. This season, he's been averaging 25%. That's a big difference.
Yeah.
And he showed it last night. Then last night, I don't know, where was he passing the ball to on the inbounds?
Hey, I'm not in other people's brains. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he hit that 3. By the way, ball don't lie. You ever heard that?
Yes.
Did you see what happened afterwards? Kyrie Irving on the inbound. You can't move with the ball. If you if they don't if it's like a popped out of bounds, you cannot move on the inbound line.
Right now, no, you're stuck.
And Kyrie Irving was moving. That could have been called a travel and a turnover. But they didn't call that. No, but they didn't call that. They passed it in for an easy layup, and he missed the layup.
Yeah.
Then miss it, to lose. I found that might be the most entertaining game I've watched in a while.
I didn't watch the whole game, so I did watch the highlights though, and it just looked like the Nets just doesn't know how to play defense at all. And I was right from the beginning.
Well, we were both right. I called it beforehand. By the way, Harden didn't even play. But something tells me that would not have made much of a difference.
Maybe scoring wise, but no. I mean, he does got to work on his defense. He's been pointed that out. He's said, I mean, in the playoffs last year, I think it was. He actually did play a little bit of defense, and it helped tremendously.
Yeah. Well, he played. He played defense for what, like one game?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. They won that game too. Then he stopped. Actually, I don't know if did you see Twitter last night? Courtside Karen.
I'm on Twitter like you are.
The courtside Karen.
Nope. Oh yes, with LeBron. She yelled at him.
Yeah. So basically, her husband, which by the way, LeBron has been taking shots. Basically, because she's 25 apparently. She doesn't look 20. She looks 35. And her husband's 50. And basically, LeBron was like, man, I thought I was talking to a guy and his daughter. Turns out then she started calling him husband. I found that part funny. But then she came out on Instagram saying that she called her a B and a bunch of other stuff, which I don't believe.
I don't know. And here's the thing: is I love sports. I don't care. You're at the game to watch them, and I guarantee you, a lot of things that they say on that court that you can't hear, thankfully, or else it would be R-rated.
Yeah.
And so if you're courtside and you hear it, just shut up, sit down, and enjoy the game.
But yeah, I don't like people that think just because you pay money to sit courtside gives you the right to sit here and go and bash a player.
Well, if you buy tickets online as well, which I'm assuming is probably they did, or they're a season ticket holder. I mean, I don't think there's season ticket holders for courtside seats. I could be wrong on that. Well, but there is a terms and condition that you sign, and you know as well as I do. It's like Apple, their terms and conditions.
They have so much stuff.
They're allowed to do whatever they want. Yeah, so when you buy that ticket and say you get escorted out of a game, which we've seen multiple times in the NBA because people are talking and yelling at players. Yeah, just sit down and shut up.
By the way,
unless you're Spike Lee, shut up.
By the way, it came out though that apparently LeBron said something to her husband, which I found was funny, and he basically told him to sit your steroid ass down, which I found funny. It was a lot to the entire conversation.
Problem might be is I didn't see the guy, but I mean, there's some guys that would probably screw LeBron James up.
I found
no
funny.
offense, LeBron's not a fighter.
No, I found it funny. Okay, this is the thing though. She was saying that she would mess him up.
Oh, she's dumb. She got all of her attention. She got her 10 minutes of fame.
Yeah, that's what Shannon Sharp said today on this video. It's she got her 15 minutes of fame. Maybe she'll get onto Atlanta Housewives.
Yeah, maybe she'll get it for a sitcom that nobody watches that they put on during the day just so they have something on there.
Yeah, I just, they say sports are supposed to be entertainment nowadays. They weren't wrong about last night.
Yeah. And it creates drama, and that's all ESPN is.
Yeah. Not all of ESPN. 90%. 90%. Okay, you ready for the NFL?
So yeah.
Are the Patriots, okay, this is a short question. Are the Patriots no longer hated now that Brady is gone and they suck?
No, everybody loves them.
I don't believe that.
I'm a Patriots fan.
I don't believe that.
The Browns are winning now, so I can't root for them anymore. I've been looking for a team that sucks. Depending on who they get at quarterback, because I root for players a lot of the times. So like somebody like Trevor Lawrence, it's more likely going to go to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah.
I'll probably actually root for the Jacksonville Jaguars this season, just like I rooted for Baker when he came into the Browns.
Absolutely. By the way, Brady at Tampa hasn't gotten any hate I've seen. But if he wins the Super Bowl and next year he's good, do you think people start hating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
People already hate him here in Indiana.
Why? Just because it's Brady?
Yeah, just because it's Brady. I mean, I think it's a different rivalry because you got to remember the Colts versus the Patriots were a huge rivalry for years because the Patriots are the only people that stopped the Colts from going to the Super Bowl.
Good years. Yeah, not in Indiana. Wasn't good years. Quite it sucked kind of. Okay. Talk about the team that Packers lost to. Well, Tampa Bay. The Packers front office want Rodgers out or gone. Apparently,
I think this is dumb. I think they got a quarterback named Jordan Love, I believe is his name, as the backup right now, and I don't think he's quite ready to come in.
not quite there.
No, I really don't. I mean, I hope he is, and I hope he does great.
Well,
But Aaron Rodgers is going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
absolutely.
I mean, he's a great quarterback. I used to hate the guy.
Oh, do you know how much?
Until he started chugging beers and holding up cases of Bud Light and Coors Light or whatever it is in the back of trucks. I'm a fan of this guy.
Do you know how much? Oh, you kidding me? Our dad hates him so much to the point where he was voting for Tom Brady this past weekend. That last game, that's how bad you have to hate somebody for my dad to love Tom Brady for a game.
But I mean, I like Rodgers, just because he's a down to earth guy and he got rid of Danica Patrick. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But I think the Packers would be dumb to get rid of him yet. I mean, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, but I mean, I feel like I've been right on most things when it comes down to the NFL. But I think Rodgers needs one more year. But I do think the Packers could shop him around, and if he ends up somewhere like the Colts or something, the Packers are going to hate him because the Colts have a stacked offensive line. I mean, they've already got a great team, and if they somehow pull that off with the salary cap, they're going to kill it.
Where would Rodgers go though? Like, I'm so confused about why would they want him gone?
I don't know. They want him gone just so that they can get the next person in line there. But I think they're jumping the gun right now.
I think they are, because I feel like it wasn't Rodgers' fault that their receiver dropped a perfect ball, and on the second, like the extra point.
Yeah,
there are a lot of plays like that.
But this next topic,
quarterback.
Texans have no interest in trading Deshaun Watson, but he wants out.
I don't know how to feel with that.
I believe it 100%. I mean, let's be honest. I like J.J. Watt. I like Deshaun Watson. Their talents are getting wasted 100% at the Texans. The owner sucks. At me, don't care, dude. I mean, you can be a billionaire, cool. I don't need $1 billion. It's just stupid when it comes down to how bad of an owner you are. You're like the Cleveland Cavaliers owner. For God's sakes, are you even a sports fan?
he liked the name, so he liked the name, so he spent the money for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great investment. Don't get me wrong, but come on, like, this is just horrible. Deshaun Watson, I think, will figure out a way to get out.
I think he will too, especially with how much money he's getting paid. He 100% has the lawyers and stuff.
No, I don't think it comes down to that, because those contracts are pretty well in place. You're kind of screwed on that, or else other players would have done that. But I think he'll come in fat, out of shape, won't care. He'll play bad.
Well,
he will even take a hit in pay to go play for somebody where he can win.
Yeah. Well, also, apparently there's like a thing in his contract that says every game that he misses this year will cause him to be fined.
And he
like
probably won't even care. No, I don't think so.
Well, I don't think it's exactly 500,000. I heard it was like a little bit underneath, but I rounded it up. But if that is the case, it's like certain point,
I don't believe so.
I say take the hit, go somewhere else, get paid, and be somebody that you actually want to be.
You gotta remember, most of these players still got a lot of bills and stuff like that. I mean, they spend a lot of money. I'm not saying that he's not smart with his money, or a lot of players aren't, but a lot of these players, like in the NBA, a lot of them still live paycheck to paycheck, and that's insane to me. But
well, a lot of them don't work on like outside of basketball.
well, he should start. But Deshaun Watson, I think he wants out. I mean, we obviously know he wants out.
Yeah, he's requested.
I think they will figure out a way to work together if things don't pan out. And you can tell he's not trying. He could get benched. What if he throws interceptions on purpose and gets benched?
Oh, I would be. Like, go,
he's still
run to the left corner. I'll throw it out.
How do you find him then?
Plus, that ruins your record.
Yeah, he don't care.
By the way, the big difference between the NFL and NBA is, Shannon Sharp has talked about it. In the NBA, the players basically run the league.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the NFL, the organizations run the league.
Oh, 100%.
But will Deshaun Watson find a way to take control of the situation? And
again, that's why I said this one's a tough one. I think Deshaun Watson's a player that he's not going to do all that crap. Whenever he goes there, he's going to try to win. Because most athletes are like me. They hate to lose. Doesn't matter if you like playing the game or not. You're going to try to figure out a way to win.
Yeah.
Even if you have the shittiest roster in the NFL.
Okay, let's go to, because we're talking about salary cap. Okay? This is for you mostly, because I know that from a business point of view, with the salary cap, this might be the first year it takes cuts with the pandemic. What team should make what moves from a business point of view? In your eyes, do you think it would be a good start? What do you feel from your standpoint?
When it comes to the NFL, I think, now I thought about this the other day, and with the Lions and trading quarterbacks, Matthew Stafford for Jared Goff.
Stupid.
What if the Lions just moved out of Detroit? I mean, Detroit is cursed. I know the Ford family owns them and everything. That's cool. Just pick up everything and move. I feel like you have better odds of doing
same thing to the Pistons. Okay, same thing to the Pistons.
Right, exactly.
There should be like
a city in Detroit. Just leave.
Okay, if the representative from Michigan cares anything about the lives of people in Detroit, they should make like a no sports teams in this city. They should, if they start building up a stadium, they should knock that thing down. Don't even let them have the chance.
Yeah, so I don't know the numbers though, because it's not public record of the NFL, and I don't know where to find them. Honestly, I probably have to do some really digging to find them. I don't know what their numbers are for this year, but I know their TV contracts are still good because they've been playing this year. So I don't think salary caps are really going to get actually cut. If they are, it's going to be minor cuts.
Yeah.
Your big players are still going to get paid because they're the ones that you're doing the advertising around. They're the ones that do more photo shoots branding and stuff like. And they're doing photo shoots and they're doing extra work. People don't realize there's a difference between a lineman that never sees the spotlight and a quarterback that has to do post-game interviews, they have to do photo ops, photo shoots, meetups with people, all that stuff. And they're getting paid extra money to do that, of course, right? And to perform.
Plus you have bonuses for.
Right. I think there's a little bit more of a trickier question there. And this is a tough question. I think I'd have to see the numbers to find this one. Maybe minor cuts.
I think it would mostly affect those middle tier players.
But they've been very, very creative this year on finding extra ways to create revenue when it comes down to cutouts, TVs. I mean, they've got deals with gambling people. People don't understand that too. You have that. Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of extra stuff in the past few years that have added to it. Don't get me wrong, they're not making as much per person as they used to at the stadium.
No. Which I think the pandemic actually helped them on the business point of view, from the fact of, with the pandemic, they had to find new ways to make up for that income loss.
Yeah, which
And
once they get the other income back, they'll have both.
yeah, which I think overall, I feel like it's a blessing in disguise. I think the NFL realized that.
No, don't get me wrong. COVID isn't, or that
Uh.
word is not. That bad word is nothing to mess around
That
with.
curse word that worships the devil.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
the virus isn't a good thing whatsoever. Did it make people adapt, and did it make business people
Think.
choose differently and figure out different sources of revenue? Absolutely. And the great thing is, if you were an online business, you just had your best year yet. I know me personally, I posted my best returns as an investor ever this year just because of the stock market crash and how to utilize those things. If you guys don't know how to utilize those things, then it probably sucked for you.
Yeah.
And I am sorry for that. But these people are billionaires for a reason. They're extremely smart, more than likely, and intelligent. So I'm sure they're doing okay. I'm sure it still sucks on their number sheet and their financial sheets, but they'll figure it out.
By the way, this goes for players too that I've seen. Not just teams. I've seen this from players. This is from normal people just like me and you and other people. I don't, but like the average American this year with like the layoffs and all like the pandemic stuff. A lot of people started learning or trying to learn how to invest.
A lot of people aren't hustling.
Yeah, and I think you learned that this year. But there was
you guys got comfortable. Let's be honest. People got comfortable. They got their cozy little job that makes 60, 70 grand a year, which is a great job for everybody. Congratulations if you're making that money. That's a great way to live in America and 90% of the country.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, people learn that you need more than one source of income, and I think that's great. Learn to DoorDash. Learn to do something and create income.
Yeah.
Don't sit at home and collect unemployment, please.
Yeah. By the way, do you know who did capitalize on the pandemic?
Who's that?
Content creators. Famous YouTubers.
100%.
Oh my! I'm sorry. I'm not gonna release it because
let's be honest.
I'm gonna put it this way. I have a friend that he is a manager for a content creator, and he gets like a certain percent of his income, obviously.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm not gonna say who it is, but let's this way. They had overall his income. This YouTuber made over 2.5 mil in 1 month.
Yeah, I mean, but not only that, you gotta think about it. Where that money comes from. That's Google.
Yeah.
Google had a killer year this year.
I want to see their returns. I want to see their returns.
Well, you can see theirs. All you gotta do is go to their. I think they just had earnings actually today.
Yeah, probably. Okay, you want to get off of business and go back to sports?
Yeah, I think we're good though.
Oh well, actually, I have something now to add.
Okay.
Remember that one game that me and you used to play, NCAA football?
Yeah. That's supposed to be coming back.
Yeah.
I don't think it's really going to.
No, it's confirmed.
Yeah, but they haven't. There was nothing in that press release or anything like that. Sorry, about the NCAA being involved, which means they haven't dotted their I's and crossed their T's yet to get it approved.
Well, they had like a lot of like hype though about it today, which I think was like
hype's great, but hype doesn't make you money unless you have the product there.
Yeah. Which, by the way,
if they get it, I'm buying it.
Yeah. By the way, Pat McAfee talked about it today, where he said, he said from past games they haven't had like the players' numbers, players' names on it, but you can tell by the body build who it was.
Right, and literally their stats and like what their overall was.
Apparently,
like
this is going to be a way to pay back the players, and also this was going to be another way that they're going to have their actual names on their jerseys this year. Apparently,
I don't know. I hope they do. I mean, not all college athletes deserve to get paid. Let's be honest. I mean, let's pick the top guys.
Alabama.
If you're getting a certain amount of headlines, there's got to be a way to gauge it, though.
Yeah.
Like Google or YouTube hits or keywords or something like that. I'm sure they can figure that out.
Yeah.
There's a genius from Harvard out there. I'm sure that's figuring that out right now.
He's in the lab right now.
Yeah. But once you hit that threshold, well, okay, this guy can start getting paid. If you're from God knows only university and you're a D1 player, but you guys have never played an SEC school or a Big Ten school or a Pac-12, then you don't deserve to get paid. Nobody's using you on NCAA but you.
Wait, do they put those teams in the game?
I think sometimes. It depends on the school.
That's another question. Dude, because there's like obviously there are laws like in all the states where you can get paid as like a college player.
Yep.
Are they gonna like withhold their check and be like, as soon as you graduate, you're no longer part of the NCAA?
I think that would be a great idea. But I do think there are players out there, and let's be honest, that the reason why they make the NFL and why they work so hard is because they need the money. They need to help their families and stuff like that.
That's happened to a lot of people.
I mean, in order to just give them a little bit, even if it's a couple $1,000s a month to these star players that win the Heisman winners and stuff like that. Yeah. Not all the players need it. Don't get me wrong, Trevor Lawrence comes from a great family and stuff like that. They've got money, they're good. But you got players from like Alabama, the running backs. I know there's been a couple of them that they've even said, man, we need the money. Give them a little bit. Let them help their family. Let them eat a little bit,
Or if anything, have like the school. They pay the school, and the school distribute.
But they say that, and let's be honest, they're already getting paid from the schools.
I was going to say it.
I'll say it. Yeah. Just like, let's think about it. All the college basketball players that are recruits. I mean, we've had so many, cases on basketball that it's insane. You think Zion Williamson didn't get paid to go to Duke? Like, come on, people.
I'm not buying it. Well, I think that. Wait, do you think team players that like, I'm trying to figure out, that come from like a wealthy family or a former pro athlete? Okay, let's take Bronny for a chance. Okay, if he goes, do you think the LeBron family's getting paid? I don't think that. I think they're pretty good on money. I don't think that they're getting paid. I feel like
Bronny would be a trust fund baby. I feel like he doesn't make the NBA. Well, he'll work for his dad.
I think that he'll end up working within entertainment and streaming.
Yeah, because he's already got a huge brand.
Yeah. I was thinking that though. I was like, I don't think that if you offer Bronny money, like, you should see my dad's check last week from Nike.
It's gonna be those kind of kids though. Either they're gonna understand it fully, or they're not gonna understand it at all. And I think LeBron's one of those guys that tries to make his kids understand it, and he's going to want ownership. Yeah. Because LeBron's past that stage of I need to make a check.
Now he's at the point of
became investing, creating businesses, and doing things like that, and he's done very, very well at it. LeBron, people don't understand. LeBron's extremely intelligent.
Like, you've talked about his investment in Premier League.
You have that. You have Hotbox Pizza, which is everywhere. I mean, you have multiple things.
Yeah, which there should be other players that should be doing that, like Dwayne Wade and his kid. I don't think they're doing that though.
No, they're focused on basketball, which don't get me wrong, is great. But Dwayne Wade's got his own brand too. Everybody's got to remember that.
Dwayne Wade needs to be careful about what he shows on Instagram. Did you see that photo with his wife?
I did not.
You don't want to see it. I love Dwayne Wade, but not that much. Let's just be
wait, but not that much, man.
Okay. I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Good episode. And we have one more question, but we're going to save that for next time.
Okay.
So I don't think that we're going to have that much next episode.
No.
I have to get that photo out of Dwayne Wade, out of my head. Okay.
Okay.
We'll see
I'll
you guys.
Talk to you later.
We'll see you guys soon. Bye.